Good morning. You guys seem to like the vlog style video that I made a couple weeks ago where I went on my documentary and got some footage. So today we're gonna do something similar to that. I have a small gig where I'm taking some video for a client. Not exactly sure the structure of how today's gonna go, but it should be a shorter day. I have a drone and I have my Pocket 6K Pro, easy rig, tripod, and a chair, because usually there's nowhere to sit at these different sites. So yeah, packing up my car here, and I also brought some overnight oats because there's usually no food when I get there. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I've been making these overnight oats for breakfast. Super good. Put some peanut butter in there. Oh yeah. So here's some new additions on the camera. I got this little level, this little ball level from Wooden Camera. It's actually pretty nice. Just goes into the recorder 20. Lets you know when your camera's level. Love that. I was actually gonna buy one of those, but I got it for free at Cinegear, so that was pretty cool. Added the nucleus handle and one of the motors for follow focus. Also got this little small rig plate on the back there. It's a little bit more compact. Let's see how this rig works. So I showed up to this location. I'm here a little bit early. Just finished my breakfast. Some overnight oats, some berries in there. Trying to keep it healthy. Gonna get hydrated and just wait for everybody to show up. I found parking, street parking here. It's pretty easy. And this is not too bad. This place is only like 6 minutes from my house, so no traffic. That's nice. So it should be real easy to get back home at the end of the night or end of the day. Yeah, can't beat that. 6-minute commute, not bad. I like to get to set a little bit early just so that I can kind of scout things out. And you know, sometimes parking, you never know how parking is, so you know, street cleaning and all that kind of stuff. And then also gives me a chance to kind of gather all my gear. I brought the camera fully rigged out and built out, so it was already kind of ready to go. I just wanted to kind of consolidate some stuff and put a few things back in the car, but you know, just get my pet batteries on there, a few things that kind of just weren't ready to go. So I was ready to film when we actually had access. We didn't have access to the location when we first showed up, so it gave me a little time to do some prepping, and that was kind of nice. Here's a closer look at that Wooden Camera bubble level that I got at Cinegear. It's actually really handy. It just screws right into the cheese plate and looks really nice. So for this gig, we have to wear reflective vests because it is a construction site, and we have like full like PPE. Usually I bring my own stuff. I have my own vest, and then I also have protective goggles as well as ear protection because some of the machines are kind of loud. So here I am just kind of figuring out my power situation. I have a V-Lock battery in the back, and then I have a couple D-taps that kind of just go into this D-tap splitter with some Velcro sitting on the side, and just kind of getting it all sorted out. It's kind of a mess, but that's how, you know, Blackmagic cameras are, and especially if I'm running power to an external monitor and to this nucleus. It's just kind of a spaghetti situation to get it all going. Pro tip: if you can use these Condor Blue quick releases, they will make your life way easier. So now that I'm all set up, it's actually pretty comfortable to operate the follow focus right here with my left hand. I can just roll on the focus. You can see the focus peaking there. So I'm a big fan of the Easy Rig. I try to use it as much as possible anytime I'm operating the camera. Saves my back. This is the Easy Rig Mini Max. Made a video about it on the channel a while back. Absolutely love this thing. It was like $1,500. Sounds expensive, but for the amount of times I've used it, it has definitely paid for itself. And especially these long days where I'm just filming continuously, a lot of handheld running around. It's a game changer. It's a lifesaver. And also, what I do is I put on this little. It's like a little bolt, a little pin that goes in quarter 20 onto the top of the top handle or anywhere basically that can be quarter 20. And then I add this little climbing carabiner. It's like a frog clamp and to the top of the Easy Rig, and that just allows for quick access on and off. Today I was working by myself, so I didn't have an assistant, and it just makes it a lot easier to snap in and out of the Easy Rig, just quick access. That way I can just pop right off the tripod, and or if I just want to come and set it down for a moment, I can just pop it right back into the quick release plate. And yeah, it just makes things go a little smoother. Like I said, we have protective glasses because there's a lot of dust and debris and stuff like that coming and shooting up. And then some of these machines that I'm filming here are quite noisy, as you can hear. So I got the earplugs going. So this project that I got hired for is for one of my clients, and it's actually a pretty cool gig that I got here. It's for this construction company, and what it is that they do is they have these underground tanks, and they're like gas tank storage, and they come in, they remove these hazardous tanks. Either they have gas or fuel or something like that inside of them, and they break up the concrete and they dig a big giant hole, and then they go in and they extract all of the material and pull out these tanks. And what I get hired to do is come in and film the whole process from start to finish, and basically document that whole process throughout the day. Usually it's about 5 or 6 hours for them to do the whole extraction. And I just go around and I just shoot a bunch of B-roll. It usually gets put to music, and it's like 2 hours worth of footage, and it ends up being about a 60-second timeline when it's all done, and stuff that ends up on their website. So it's a pretty easy gig. A lot of times I bring an assistant just to kind of help me out, but today I'm flying solo. And here I want to show you guys this little air duster, a little air blower. A lot of times people use canned air on set, which is, kind of an expendable. Ended up getting this on Amazon. It's USB-C rechargeable, and it does a great job just like cleaning up your lens in a dusty environment. So this is a look at the job site. They're pulling out this car lift, I guess it is. It's like a lift in an automotive place. It's like a hydraulic lift that lifts up cars. So here they are extracting it and pulling up some of the dirt and other material. And yeah, just shooting handheld, a lot more on the Easy Rig. Just following the whole process of them digging up this hole. So I was at the grocery store and I saw this chair for $20, and it's definitely worth $20 because it ended up breaking at the end of this shoot. But for the remaining of, an hour or two while I was using it, definitely saved my back. And it was nice to have a little place to sit down, but I guess maybe the weight of the camera and myself and the Easy Rig ended up breaking on me. But it is a good idea to have an Apple box or a chair or something to sit on in certain environments. So originally I was supposed to only shoot with the camera, but I did end up bringing my drone, and before I left, my client asked if I could take a few drone shots. But it turns out that the area that we were shooting in, this location, it was between the Burbank and Van Nuys airports here in Los Angeles, and it was in between two flight zones, as you can see here on the DJI map. So it was an authorization zone. So I was actually grounded and I couldn't take off in this situation. So one thing that I highly recommend doing when you get back from a shoot is to grab all the media, grab all the cards from the different cameras, everything that you shot, and back up your footage. Number one, don't get lazy and do it, say, oh, I'm going to do it the next day. Back up your footage immediately. Put it on another drive. Don't just leave it on the cards. Put it at least in, two places. And also send invoices. See a lot of people when they're first starting out. These are two things that really slow people down, is backing footage up and invoicing. I always say that the job is not done until you've backed up your footage and you've sent that invoice. So as soon as I get home, or sometimes even when I'm on location, I'll make sure that that footage is backed up, and I have the peace of mind of knowing that it's in a different place or it's on a hard drive somewhere. And I also know that my invoice is sent. And yeah, I don't need to worry about it in a week from now. So yeah, these are my tips. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.